Hey, super second grader. I'm here with one of your math lessons for today. Today we're going to look at doing a math in slide scavenger hunt. This is going to be a great way for you to learn how to do some of the things that we're going to do with math. It's going to teach you how to write on Google Slides. It's going to help you slide things. So I want to go over it with you, just so that way, as we go through this week, you're going to be ready to do some math learning. All right, so right here, this is our cover slide. You're not going to have to do anything with it. But if you go over here to the left, you can see where my red circle dot is. We're going to click on slide number 2. And if you were to go into present mode, you could hear this. Okay, but in present mode, you cannot type things. So I'm going to go back to slide 2. You can hear it.
Tap on the boxes to enter expressions that are equal to 16.
Okay, but you can't do it on the present mode. So what I would have you do is go through each slide. Listen to the instructions.
Drag the polygons into the circles to make them have the same value.
Okay.
Add a straight line to split the yellow hexagon into 2 equal parts. Bonus, what is the fewest number of lines you would need to split the hexagon into 3 equal parts?
Okay, so thinking about that, what's the best way to split this into 3 equal parts?
Create and drag shapes to match the outline. Change the colors to make your picture special.
Okay, so like this one right here, we don't have the shapes to do it. But I'll show you when we get out of the presentation mode.
Use your voice to respond to the following prompt. On computers and Chromebooks, use the Slides Translator add-on. On iPads, tap the microphone on the keyboard. Would you rather have 9 quarters or $2 bills? I would rather have blank because...
Okay.
On a piece of paper, show as many ways as you can to make 100. Use your device camera to insert a picture of your work. Resize and drag your image to place it in the frame. Open the MLC clock app. Set the time to 2:15. Copy an image of your work and paste it in the box. Copy a link of your work and add it in the green box. Create a new slide. Choose the math poster layout with the blue background. Use your slide skills to make a poster about the math you know. How to use math in school. How do you use math out of school? If you'd like, add images from some of the Math Learning Center apps. Drag dots to share your new skills doing math in Google Slides.
All right. So you got to hear all the audio that went with each slide. So let's take a look here. When you get this, you will have your own copy. In order to do this, you're going to have to click in these boxes to add your text. Now, you can't hear the text anymore unless you hover your mouse over and go down and press the
Tap on
play.
the boxes to enter expression.
So, expression 1. Remember, an expression is a number sentence. It's going to be a way to show 16. So, for example, I'm just going to do this one. 16 plus 0 is equal to 16. That is a number expression. It's also known as a number sentence. You need to come up with 3 number expressions that equal 16. The next one. Oh, I'm going to delete this though, so that way when you get your copy, it's no longer there. Okay. On number 2, drag the objects. So you have to move the objects into the circles. So remember, you're trying to make 2 shapes equal the same. So if you are trying to make a hexagon here, it's got 6 sides, you need to bring how many triangles over to get the same amount of sides? Okay, So it says polygons. Polygons need to have the same value. Poly means many and gon means sides. So how many sides does this one have? It has 6. How many sides do each of these have? 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. So these two have the same amount of sides as that. So I'm going to remove those again. There we go. So now it's ready for you. Now, in order to draw a line for this one, you're going to, my mouse is up here, see the red dot? You're going to go to this one that says line. You're going to click the line, and that'll give you a different arrow. It kind of looks like a target or a bullseye that you're trying to aim at. You bring that to one spot, and then you hold and drag your mouse to the other side to make a line for half. That creates your line, and you just do the same thing to get your 3 equal parts. You make more lines. Okay. This drag the shapes. This one, you're going to have to go up to the shape square. So if you look up here, you'll see my red circle. You're going to go to shapes, and you need to choose like the square one right here. And then you're going to trace these squares, but guess what? That one doesn't work. You have to learn how to rotate them so that way they fit in to match the square. Okay, so I realize this is quite a bit harder work for you as second graders, but it's great skills to learn so that way as we get deeper into our math, you can do it. Okay, but now you can't see the other shape behind it. You need to come up here to this row again, and you're going to choose this bucket right here. It says fill color. You're going to click on that and click transparent. That allows you to then see the shape that's underneath. So you can change the colors of your shapes to make your design. So I'm going to change the color of the head to be a bright teal. And you can also make it bigger so that way you can see it. So let's do a size 12. So now you can see that I've got my square on there. You're going to do that for all of the shapes. Trace them out and make them fit. So even though it looks like a circle, you can make it into an oval. Okay? And then all you have to do is just drag it up into place. And then you can use these adjustment arrows on the side to make it fit your exact shape. And remember, go up to the bucket, make it transparent, change your color line. So I'm going to do this one blue, and I'm going to make it a size 8. That way you can see it really, really well. But just go ahead and play with that and practice it. It's okay if you don't get it exactly right. It's just practice. Okay, then we scroll on down to number 6. Now, this says to use the add-ons. Up in the add-ons button, so you can see right here, you need to have the slides translator, which is right here. You want to do voice type, and you're going to do, you can play around. I'm going to do the sidebar right here. And you're going to probably have to allow, oh, see, and it's asking for permission. If you don't do this one, that's okay, if it's not going to work for you. But would you rather have 9 quarters or $2 bills? Well, 9 quarters, you have to add that up. What does 9 quarters add up to? I would rather have 9 quarters because, and you're going to type that out, I would rather have 9 quarters because, tell me why. Now, maybe you're, whoops, I spelled a word wrong. I can go back and fix that. See, right, just like that. Maybe you'd rather have the $2. Tell me why you'd rather have the $2. Slide number 7. On a piece of paper, show as many ways as you can to make 100. So what you're going to do is you're going to insert an image, and you should have the option of camera. What's going to happen is the camera is going to come. So you can see me here in the camera screen. And I'm going to hold up, let's say that this is my work right here. Well, I'm going to hold that in front of the camera. And I'm going to snap my picture. And I'm going to insert it. That gives you your picture that you can put right inside your box. So utilize that. Remember, it's on Insert, Image, Camera. Okay. Number 8, slide number 8 says open the MLC app. If you click on this hyperlink, go to the app. Now, up here you'll see that it's taking us to the app. Oh, wow, it's very big. There we go. It's just taking some time to load. It says to set the time to 2:15. Well, using your clock, you have to move the big hand, you have to move the little hand. Try and get it set to 2:15. Where would those hands be? Then when you're done, you're going to snap a picture, it says. So you're going to need to do a screenshot. Oh, sorry, excuse me. And to do a screenshot, on my Chromebook at least, you're going to press the button that says CTRL. And then you're also going to press the button that's right above the 6. It's got a square and 2 horizontal or vertical lines. And you would click that, and what that does is it creates a screenshot. You're going to copy that to your clipboard, come back up to your top, click on your copy, and you're going to right-click and paste it in there. Now that one, again, this is a very hard skill, and if you don't get it, that is okay. We're going to keep working on this as we go. Number 9 says to create your own slide. So you're going to go to create up here, not the plus sign, but the one right next to it, the down arrow, and a math poster, it says. So this is your math poster. So some of the things that you can now do would be to draw some shapes. So I'm going to draw a shape on here, a square, and I'm going to make it transparent with my bucket. Transparent. I'm going to make the line red, and I'm going to make the size 8. But I'm also going to show with a text box. I'm going to use this text box right here. I'm going to put this there, and I'm going to write 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. So I'm showing an equation there. So your goal on the math poster is to create what you know. And make sure that you put your name in there, because maybe I'll love it so much that I'll print it out for you. So make sure you put your name on it. Okay, don't put Mr. D on there because that's not your name. Just put your name. And I'm going to delete this slide so that way I need to go back up here and delete that for you. Anyway, on slide number 10, it says to use the dots to share the new skills that you're doing during math. So, adding text. Can I do that? Yep, I know how to do that. I'm going to put a green dot. Dragging objects. Well, I just dragged the object right there. Yep, I can do that. Drawing lines. Yep, I figured out how to do that. Creating shapes. Yep, I did that. Using my voice. No, I can't figure that one out. I'm not yet at that one. Using my camera. Yep, I figured that one out. Using the MLC apps. Yep, I figured that one out. And making new slides. Yes, I figured that one out too. So now I have all the things that I do know how to do and the thing that I don't know how to do yet. And that is perfectly fine. So go ahead and enjoy this activity. Do the best you can, and we'll see what you can come up with. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. Mrs. Harrison and I are always going to be here to help you. Have fun with your math scavenger hunt.